This is the final part of Physics Chapter 7, Sound. This part is about the characteristics of sound and their subjective and objective nature. So the characteristics of two sounds which makes them different from each other are loudness, pitch or shrillness, and quality or timbre. On the basis of these three different characteristics, two sounds can be distinguished from one another. The above characteristics of a given sound can be obtained from a wave pattern of that sound. So if we can obtain somehow wave pattern of a sound, we can study these characteristics of loudness, pitch and quality of the sound, and then we can understand that how different these two sounds are from each other. So these characteristics are studying using this setup which is shown over here, which has a CRO, which is a cathode ray oscilloscope. Cathode ray oscilloscope. It is similar to a machine which is there in a hospital, which shows the pulse rate, or you can say heartbeat of a person, that produces waves, kind of a structure which corresponds with the sound of the heartbeat. And when there is no sound or no heartbeat, that means that line goes flat. You all know that, right? So the CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope, shows the pulse rate of a sound, a pulse rate, or you can say wave pattern of the sound. How this wave pattern is put into this CRO? It is put into the CRO using microphone. So through a microphone, if you input a sound into the CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope, this sound travels into the microphone, goes into CRO and gets converted into a wave pattern. If you study the wave pattern, you will understand what is the loudness, what is the pitch, and what is the quality of this particular sound which you are studying. Okay, the first quality which we are going to study is the loudness and intensity. Loudness is that characteristic by virtue of which a loud sound can be distinguished from a faint one, both having the same pitch and quality. How to identify the quality of loudness of a sound? Take a tuning fork, strike it softly and bring it in front of the microphone. You will hear a feeble or soft sound and sketch the trace you observe on the screen of CRO. Here you will observe a wave pattern, you just have to sketch it. Now strike the same tuning fork little harder and bring it near to the microphone. A loud sound is heard, and again sketch the trace observed on the screen of CRO. You will observe these two sketches. The one with softer sound will have small amplitude. The ones with larger sound will have large amplitude. So loud sounds have got large amplitude. Soft sounds have got small amplitudes. Frequency of both the sounds are same, exactly same. Time period is same. Wavelength is same. What is different? Amplitude. So amplitude is one of the characteristic of the wave which differentiates a loud sound from a soft one. Similarly, if key of a piano is hit hard or pipe is blown hard, we put more energy in the vibrating system, due to which the amplitude of the vibrations is increased and loud sound is produced. So loudness of a sound depends on the amplitude of the wave. Intensity. Intensity of the sound wave at a point of the medium is the amount of sound energy passing per second normally through unit area at that point. So intensity measures the sound energy passing through a certain point in a medium. If more energy is passing through a medium in a particular time or per second, more is the intensity of sound, and more is the intensity of sound, that means larger is the sound, louder is the sound. Greater the energy carried by sound wave, greater is the intensity of the sound. The intensity of sound wave in air is proportional to the square of the amplitude of the vibrations. Larger amplitude sounds have got greater intensity. See, there are certain units also. The intensity of sound has the unit of watt per meter square. Watt is the energy of power. Watt per meter square. That is energy per second per meter square. The intensity of ordinary sound is 10 raised to minus 6 watt per meter square, while the minimum intensity of sound audible to ears is of the value 10 raised to minus 12 watt per meter square. And intensity depends on the amplitude of vibration, square of the frequency of vibration. Intensity also depends on the frequency and the density of air. These three factors, they affect the intensity of sound. The important idea over here, which we are going to study in this particular part of the chapter, is to connect this to different ideas, that is loudness and intensity. Loudness is the subjective nature of sound and intensity is the objective nature of sound. What do you mean by subjective and objective nature? Subjective nature is a nature which depends on the person who is hearing the sound. It depends on the listener. So just imagine कि तुम अपने घर पे you are listening to your favorite music at a fairly good volume. You are enjoying it. You are also dancing with it. You are really enjoying the music. At the same time, your parents, your grandparents, and other elders of the house, they would not like that music much. They would feel that it is very, very loud. You will feel that it's not loud. It is very good. It's a good music. You should enjoy this music. And loud is fine, absolutely perfectly fine for your ears. So loudness depends on the subject, on the person who is listening to the sound. But intensity is objective. Objective means intensity of the sound depends on the source of the sound. Loudness differs from person to person. Loudness depends on the person who is hearing the sound. एक ही म्यूजिक जो तुम सुनते हो तुम्हें लगता है लाउड नहीं है, अच्छा है इसका वॉल्यूम, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स या ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को लगता है ये बहुत लाउड है. तो मतलब क्या है, लाउडनेस एक सब्जेक्टिव क्वालिटी है साउंड की, बट इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द साउंड which is coming out of that speaker is the same for both the persons. matlab intensity uh, is not different for different people. Intensity is same for everybody. Intensity is a measurable quantity. Intensity has a value. Intensity has a unit. Loudness also has a unit, but still loudness is a subjective quality, subjective nature of sound. Okay, loudness depends on the intensity. More intensity means more loud. But how loud, less loud or more loud, depends on the person hearing. How intense, less intense or more intense sound depends on the source, on the speaker which is producing the sound. Intensity is the energy conveyed by the sound wave near the eardrum of the listener and the sensitivity of the ears of the listener. अगर sensitivity of ears बहुत ज़्यादा है तो एक soft sound भी loud लग सकता है. So loudness of sound of a given intensity may differ from listener to listener. That is, sound of the same intensity may appear to be of different loudness to different people. Further, so sensitivity of ears being different for different people, for different frequencies, different loudness. That's why loudness is a you can say subjective nature, subjective quality of sound, and intensity is the objective quality. Depends on the source. For normal ears, the sensitivity is maximum at the frequency of 1 kilohertz. Thus, for a sound wave, loudness has a subjective nature, while free intensity, being a measurable quantity, has a objective nature. Factors affecting the loudness of sound. The loudness of sound heard at place depends on the following 5 factors. Loudness is proportional to the square of the amplitude. When a body vibrates with greater amplitude, it sends forth a greater amount of energy, and hence the energy received by the eardrum is large, so the sound appears louder. Loudness varies inversely as the square of the distance from the source. If the listener is close to the source of sound, he hears quite louder. But if he is far away from the sound becomes feeble. If he moves further away from the source, a stage may reach when the sound becomes inaudible. Thus, closer the source, louder is the sound. Loudness depends on the surface area of the vibrating body. Large surface area sends forth greater amount of energy, hence larger the surface area of the vibrating body, louder the sound is heard. For this reason, the bell in schools, temples is made big in size. When a tuning fork is sounded in air, the sound is very feeble, but when it is placed on a tabletop, the sound becomes much louder. The reason is that tabletop provides comparatively a large surface area of air to vibrate, and so the sound energy reaching our ears increases. Similarly, in case of a stringed instrument, a sound chamber is provided to increase the volume of air to vibrate, and hence loudness of sound increases. So larger surface area, louder the sound. Fourth point on which loudness depends: density of medium. More the density of medium, more is the loudness. Loudness depends on the presence of resonant bodies. The presence of resonant bodies near vibrating body increases the loudness of sound, which we have already learnt in resonance. Now, there is a very complicated relation which exists between loudness and intensity, and we are not going to go through the mathematics of it. The loudness and intensity bear this relationship or a formula which reads as L is equal to K times log of I to the base 10. Here K is a constant of proportionality, L is the loudness, and I is the intensity. So loudness and intensity has a logarithmic relationship, not a straightforward linear relationship, but a logarithmic relationship. Okay, so we can understand how loud a sound is, or the unit of loudness, and changes in the loudness with respect to the change in intensity. Okay, for that you need to understand only a few things. Unit of loudness is phone. The level of loudness is expressed in decibels. Okay, the loudness of a sound in phone is the loudness in decibel of an equally loud pure sound of frequency 1 kilohertz. So what they have given is the unit of loudness, which is phone, and another unit of loudness in which the loudness of sound is, or level of sound is expressed, which is decibel. And what is the relationship between these two? The loudness of sound in phone is the loudness in decibel of an equally loud pure sound of frequency 1 kilohertz. Thus, both the phone and the decibel scales agree at the frequency of 1 kilohertz. Okay, these are two different scales of loudness. Phone scale and the decibel scale, they both are showing an equal value of loudness at the frequency of 1 kilohertz. So loudness of sound in phone is the loudness in decibel of an equally loud sound, pure sound of frequency 1 kilohertz. Now they have given the relationship, they have given the derivation between loudness and intensity, and finally they come to this conclusion that 1 decibel is the sound or change in level of loudness of sound when intensity of sound changes by 26%. When intensity of sound increases or decreases by 26%, the loudness also increases or decreases by 26%. So that's a very complicated relationship which exists between loudness and intensity. You don't have to do anything with the mathematical part. You can simply skip it, ignore it. But you need to remember this relationship. The level of sounds produced by different objects in decibels given over here. Jet at takeoff, 150 decibels of sound level it produces. Pop concert, 130 decibels. police car siren 120 decibels, heavy hammering machine 110 decibels, and as you can see, there are so many different things over here. Dropping pin, minimum audible sound, that is 0 decibels. Pin drop silence, which you call it as. Noise pollution, disturbance produced in the environment due to undesirable loud sound and harsh sound of level above 120 decibel from various sources such as loudspeakers, siren, moving vehicles, traffic, etc. is called noise pollution. A constant hearing of sound of level above 120 decibels can cause headache and permanent damage to ears of the listener. Headache is just a temporary thing, but permanent damage to the listener is very serious. The safe limit of level of sound for hearing is from 0 to 80 decibels. Sound of level 30 decibels to 10 decibels has a soothing sensation, while the sound of level 0 decibels represent the lower limit of hearing. The limit of hearing should not be confused with the limit of audibility. Audibility is the frequency of sound, that is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, which a man can hear. While the limit of hearing is the lowest level of loudness, which is 0 decibel, which a man can hear. Okay, so these two are two separate things. We are focusing on loudness. Frequency is the next part which we are going to focus. Pitch, shrillness, and frequency. These two are two separate things. Pitch is that characteristic of sound by which an acute or shrill note can be distinguished from a grave or a flat note. Pitch refers only to the musical sounds, and each musical note has a definite pitch. If the pitch is high, the sound is shrill, and if the pitch is low, the sound is flat. In a tape recorder or TV, bass and treble, or bass, this is bass, not bass, okay, bass and treble refers to low and high pitch sounds. तुम सुनते ही हो, और तुम्हारे कोई भी तुम्हारे मोबाइल डिवाइसेस में भी अब तो इक्विलाइजर होता है, और इक्विलाइजर के अंदर ये जो बेस और ट्रेबल है, अगर तुम उसको एडजस्ट करोगे तो यू नो दैट ईडीएम, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डांस म्यूजिक, उसमें जो बेस होता है, दैट पार्ट इज वेरी प्रोमिनेंट. दैट इज द ड्रॉप, यू कैन से. ठीक है, बहुत लोगों को पता होगा जो ये म्यूजिक सुनते हैं. नहीं पता है तो कोई बात नहीं. लेकिन बेस, व्हाट इज बेस, अगर ये तुम्हें सुनना है तो यूट्यूब पे जाके सर्च करो एंड यू विल बी एबल टू हियर द साउंड ऑफ द बेस. ट्रेबल, व्हाट इज ट्रेबल, you need to hear it. You can't understand it by me just saying it. Treble refers to high pitch sounds, bass refers to low pitch sounds. ठीक है. Pitch क्या है? Pitch refers only to musical sounds, and each musical note has a definite pitch. If the pitch is high, the sound is very thin, shrill. If the pitch is low, the sound is flat. ड्रम्स का साउंड जो होता है ना, वो फ्लैट होता है, खास करके बेस ड्रम का साउंड. और जो सिंबल का साउंड होता है या फिर जो फ्लूट का साउंड होता है, दैट्स अ वेरी हाई पिच और श्रिल साउंड. एट अ बेस और वूफर ऑन, सब वूफर और वूफर तो सुना ही होगा तुमने. लो पिच or grave sounds produced by tabla or dholak becomes predominant, while at treble, high pitch, that is shrill sound produced by flute or ghungru, ankle bells, produced or becomes predominant. Pitch of a note. Pitch of a note depends on its frequency. Two notes sounded on the same instrument with the same amplitude will differ in pitch when their vibrations are of different frequencies. Higher frequencies of vibrations, higher will be the pitch. Lower frequencies of vibration, lower will be the pitch. Figure 7.19 shows the traces of two waves obtained on the screen of CRO when two tuning forks A and B of frequency 256 Hz and 512 Hz are respectively separately made to vibrate one after the other by striking them with the same force on a rubber pad. तो दो forks 256 Hz और 512 Hz को हम लोग साउंड कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. और उनको हम लोग एक ट्यूनिंग फोर्क के सामने रख रहे हैं, सॉरी, दो ट्यूनिंग फोर्क को हम लोग साउंड कर रहे हैं और एक सीआरओ के माइक्रोफोन के सामने रख रहे हैं, और दोनों से जो साउंड वेव की पैटर्न बनती है वो कुछ ऐसी है. Now you can see that this is a low pitch note because the number of vibrations in a certain times are lesser as compared to this. This is a high pitch note. इसकी frequency f है, इसकी frequency 2f है, right? So we can easily understand that this is a low pitch sound and this is a high pitch sound. इसका जो sound होगा वो थोड़ा सा flat होगा, इसका high pitch sound या फिर इसकी frequency ज्यादा होगी. It will have a high pitch. ठीक है. सो मोर फ्रीक्वेंसी हायर द पिच, लेस फ्रीक्वेंसी लोअर द पिच. और एक बात याद रखो कि जब फ्रीक्वेंसी कम होती है तो वेवलेंथ बड़ी होती है. सी द वेवलेंथ ओवर हियर, यहां से यहां तक, यहां पे वेवलेंथ देखो छोटी हो जाती है. हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी स्मॉल वेवलेंथ. Examples of change in pitch. Instruments such as piano, violin, guitar have several strings of different thickness under different tensions. Since the frequency of vibrations of a string depends on the tension and the thickness of a string, they can produce notes of different pitch. A note of higher pitch can be obtained by vibrating the string under high tension or by vibrating thinner string. In case of a flute, a lower note is obtained by closing some more holes so that the length of vibrating air column increases. And if you decrease the length of vibrating air column, the pitch increases. As the water level in the pitcher kept under water tap rises, the length of air column decreases, the pitch of the sound produced increases. तुमने अगर पानी के नीचे कोई बकेट रखी है भरने के लिए, तो तुम बिना देखे बता सकते हो कि वो बकेट भर गई या नहीं भर गई, बिकॉज उसका जो साउंड है वाटर का वो चेंज होता है. सो ट्राई दैट. Keep a vessel under the running water and look at, just observe the sound of the water, and you will know exactly when the water is going to be filled. When the pitch of the water, pitch of the sound of the water filling in that container increases and becomes very high, then you will understand that the vessel is almost full of water. The voice of women is usually higher than the pitch, that pitch of usually of a higher pitch than that of a man. सबसे हाई पिच होता है स्मॉल बेबीज का. स्मॉल बेबीज जब क्राई रोते हैं तो दे क्राई विद अ वेरी हाई पिच साउंड, एंड साउंड ऑफ अ मैन इज अ वेरी लो पिच साउंड. लो पिच मतलब सॉफ्ट साउंड नहीं. लाउडनेस दोनों की सेम है. यहाँ पे जो ये वेव फॉर्म है, दोनों की लाउडनेस या एम्पलीट्यूड दोनों का सेम है. देखो ए, लेकिन एक हाई पिच साउंड है और एक लो पिच साउंड. ये ऊपर वाला लो पिच है, नीचे वाला हाई पिच. अब पिच का जो नेचर है वो सब्जेक्टिव है, एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव नेचर है फ्रीक्वेंसी का. एक साउंड दो लिसनर जब हियर करते हैं तो दोनों को ये अलग अलग पिच का लग सकता है, जबकि उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी सेम हो. तुम्हें देखा होगा तुम्हारे क्लास में कोई पर्टिकुलर स्टूडेंट है, कोई लड़का या लड़की, लड़की खास करके, तो वो लड़की का जो साउंड है वो किसी किसी को कान में चुभता है. ऐसा क्यों होता है? बिकॉज उनको लगता है कि इसका साउंड बहुत हाई पिच है, बट हाँ उसकी बेस्ट फ्रेंड को ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि उसका साउंड हाई पिच. किसी किसी टीचर का साउंड हमको कान में लगता है, किसी किसी इंडिविजुअल का साउंड हमारे कान में लगता है, हमको अच्छा नहीं लगता, हाई पिच लगता है, बट उसके बेस्ट फ्रेंड या रिलेटिव या उसके फैमिली मेंबर्स को ऐसा नहीं लगता. तो मतलब ये जो पिच है उसका नेचर सब्जेक्टिव है, वो सुनने वाले के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, सुनने वाले के एयर की सेंसिटिविटी पे डिपेंड करता है, और बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स पे डिपेंड करता है. तो पिच हैज अ सब्जेक्टिव नेचर. जैसे लाउडनेस का सब्जेक्टिव नेचर है, वैसे पिच भी सब्जेक्टिव नेचर है साउंड का. और ऑब्जेक्टिव नेचर है उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी. फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ साउंड तो मेजरेबल है, वो तो चेंज नहीं होती अलग अलग लिसनर्स के लिए, वो तो सेम रहती है, राइट? सो frequency has nothing to do with the listener. Frequency is an objective quality. Pitch depends on the listener of the sound. And on the similar terms, we have quality or timbre and waveform. Quality or timbre of a sound is that characteristic which distinguish two sounds of the same loudness, same pitch, but emitted by two different instruments. आई विल जस्ट शो यू दिस वेव फॉर्म। एक वेव फॉर्म यू कैन से ट्यूनिंग फोर्क का है और दूसरा है वायलिन का या पियानो का और वायलिन का। दोनों का फ्रीक्वेंसी सेम है, दोनों का लाउडनेस सेम है, लेकिन दोनों को जब सुनोगे तो तुम्हें तुरंत समझ में आएगा ये पियानो का साउंड है और ये वायलिन का साउंड है। मैं तुम्हें बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल देता हूँ क्वालिटी और टिम्बर का। तुम फोन पे बात करते हो अपने पेरेंट के साथ, अपने फादर या अपने मदर के साथ, ठीक है? सपोज तुम अपने फादर के साथ फोन पे बात कर रहे हो, विदाउट हिम टेलिंग यू दैट ही इज योर फादर, you understand that he is your father. But if somebody else of the same age group as your father, with the same frequency of sound as your father's, with the same amplitude or loudness of the sound as your father's, talks with you on the phone, you instantly understand that this is not your father. This is not your father. How do you understand that? Without even looking at that person's face, if he tells you that this is your father and I want this and this, you say no, this is not my father, this is, you are not my father. How can you identify? Because of the quality of waveform of the sound of your father, which is very much familiar to your ears. You see, quality depends on the listener's ears. जो सुन रहा है साउंड उसके ears के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है क्वालिटी। तो तुम्हें तुरंत पता चलता है कि ये मेरे फादर का वॉइस है या नहीं। चलो, ये तो एक एग्जाम्पल दिया मैंने। दूसरा एक एग्जाम्पल, तुम्हारा फेवरेट प्लेबैक सिंगर या कोई भी फेवरेट पॉप स्टार या फेवरेट सिंगर तुम्हारा, तुम उसका जब गाना सुनते हो या जब तुम उसका साउंड सुनते हो तुम्हारे हेडफोन्स पे विदाउट लुकिंग एट द वीडियो, म्यूजिक वीडियो, तुम सिर्फ उसका गाना सुन रहे हो, तुम्हें पता चलता है कि ये पर्टिकुलर सिंगर का गाना है। ऑल्दो उसी के एज के, उसी फ्रीक्वेंसी पे गाने वाले और उसी लाउडनेस से गाने वाले, वही गाना गाने वाले दूसरे कितने लोग हैं, राइट? कितने रीमेक्स बनते हैं या फिर कवर्स बनते हैं गानों के, और वो कवर से हम सुनते हैं, हमको पता चलता है कि नहीं, ये वो सिंगर ने नहीं गाया, किसी और सिंगर ने गाया। विदाउट इवन लुकिंग एट द फेस ऑफ द सिंगर, यू आइडेंटिफाई वेदर द फेवरेट सिंगर ऑफ योर्स इज सिंगिंग द सॉन्ग और somebody else. Why? Because of the quality of sound. Every person has a unique quality of sound or timbre of sound, which is shown by their waveform. और एक एग्जांपल देता हूं। तुम्हारे सामने तीन इंस्ट्रूमेंट बज रहे हैं, एक तबला बज रहा है, एक वायलिन बज रहा है, एक गिटार बज रहा है, एक फ्लूट बज रहा है। तुम उसको देख नहीं रहे हो, तुम सिर्फ हेडफोन्स में उनका म्यूजिक सुन रहे हो। तुम्हें एग्जैक्टली पता चलता है कब तबला बजेगा, कब कब तबला बज रहा है, कब वायलिन का साउंड आ रहा है, कब गिटार का साउंड आ रहा है, कब फ्लूट का साउंड आ रहा है। जबकि सबकी लाउडनेस सेम हो सकती है, सबकी फ्रीक्वेंसी भी सेम हो सकती है, लेकिन सबका जो टिम्बर है वो अलग अलग होगा। देन यू कैन इजीली आइडेंटिफाई कि ये तबला है, ये गिटार है, या फ्लूट है, या वायलिन है, राइट? तो ये सारी चीजें जो लास्ट पैरामीटर है उस पर डिपेंड करती है, दैट इज क्वालिटी और टिम्बर, जो सब्जेक्टिव क्वालिटी है, जो सुनने वाले के कान पे डिपेंड करता है। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे मैंने और एक यहाँ पे देखो चीज बताई है। दिस इज वेव फॉर्म ऑफ अ ट्यूनिंग फोर्क एंड दिस इज वेव फॉर्म ऑफ अ पियानो। ये जो पियानो का वेव फॉर्म है उसका क्वालिटी अलग है, पूरा उसका टिम्बर ही अलग है, ठीक है? उसका वेव फॉर्म पूरा दिखाता है कि कैसे उसका क्वालिटी अलग है। अब यहाँ पे बहुत सारी फ्रीक्वेंसीज के साउंड है, प्रिंसिपल फ्रीक्वेंसी, सब्सिडियरी फ्रीक्वेंसीज, और उनको ओवरलैप करके पियानो का साउंड बनता है। ट्यूनिंग फोर्क में ऐसा नहीं है, इट्स अ प्योर नोट। तो ट्यूनिंग फोर्क का जो साउंड है वो सिर्फ साउंड जैसा दिखता है, लेकिन पियानो का जो साउंड है वो म्यूजिक जैसा दिखता है, म्यूजिक जैसा सुनाई देता है, ठीक है? So this was your last part, quality and timbre. There is one more part, music and noise. All sounds which produce the sensation of hearing can be roughly divided into two categories, music and noise. Music is pleasant, continuous, uniform, harmonious, rhythmic. ठीक है? Sounds produced by violin, piano, flute, tuning fork are musical sounds. Their sound level is usually between 10 decibels to 30 decibels. But the sounds other than musical sounds are called noise. जैसे कुछ चीज टूट के गिर गया नीचे, फ्लोर पे गिरा, कार का एक्सीडेंट हुआ, ये सब इरेगुलर साउंड्स है, इरेगुलर सक्सेशन पे आने वाले डिस्टर्बेंसेस है, और ये डिसकंटिन्यूअस साउंड्स होते हैं. दे आर discordant and unpleasant to the ears. For example, sound produced when a stone is thrown on a tin shade. It's a noise. Usually all the sounds of level above 120 decibels are termed as noise. Noise का waveform देखो कैसा है. The distinction between music and noise is not very sharp. It is very subjective. If you play very loud rock music in your room, your parents or grandparents might think that it's no noise, loud noise. You think that it's an amazing music. So it depends on the listener. A sound which is music to someone may be noise to the others. For example, pop song is music for young generation, while it may be noise for the older generation. So music और noise का comparison दिया है. You can read this yourself. ठीक है. सो साउंड जो चैप्टर है वो कंप्लीट हो गया है, बट या इट हैड मेनी थिंग्स. और मेरा जो टारगेट था कि मैं ये भी कर दूंगा वो भी कर दूंगा चैप्टर कंप्लीट. मैं जब कोई भी चीज़ पढ़ाता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि यार नहीं, थोड़ा सा डिटेल में बताना चाहिए, बिकॉज इफ आई डोंट देन आई फील दैट आई हैव नॉट डन इनफ जस्टिस विद द टॉपिक. So I have taken time. I took time teaching you these particular things, right? So what I want now from all of you is to just have a just see these videos, and later on I'm just going to give you the homework, and then that time you can finish the homework. And all the numerical part from this chapter, there are few numericals here and there, we'll discuss in the live class. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.